Welcome to the Splash Live. I'm Erica Jones. We are here every Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV and radio streaming show. You can watch live Civic Center TV, Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and listen live on 89.3 on Lakes FM. The Splash Live is part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 150 minutes of live local programming. We kick it off for you every morning. Now, our focus is local, Greater West Bloomfield. The Splash Live at 9:30 a.m. right now. Oakland County, the Oakland County Megacast at 10 a.m. And finally, we brought in even more, Michigan, the Michigan Megacast at 11 a.m. So walking in today, it was in the 70s, but it's going to be nice and warm today, high of 82, cooler tonight in the 60s, same story tomorrow, low 80s, and through the weekend, you can expect sunny skies. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s. Now, Friendship Circle in West Bloomfield is hosting its 17th annual Walk for Friendship on August 28th, so coming up in exactly 1 month. The event is a 2-mile fundraiser walk that benefits the organization and the individuals and families supported by the Friendship Circle. If you're not familiar with the Friendship Circle, it's an organization that brings happiness and companionship to children and adults with special needs. We here in West Bloomfield are very fortunate enough to have our own chapter right on West Maple Road. So if you want to get outside and get some exercise, the Walk for Friendship is a perfect way to do so while benefiting our community. So let's get excited for the Walk for Friendship and check it out.
Welcome to the 16th annual, can you believe it, Friendship Circle? 16 years, really?
Since the last time we came in person 2 years ago, we have all been through a lot. Friendship Circle is the antidote to isolation and division, and Walk for Friendship represents the best of Friendship Circle when we all come together.
Let's get on the way!
This year's walk is our 16th annual Walk for Friendship. So excited, better and stronger than ever. The walkers walk from the Farber Soul Center through Oldingbrook, through a back really cool path through the woods, and into the Muir Family Center. Along the woods, we have art going through, and we also have all of our great dress-up characters along the pathway.
It's my first time with the walk, and I'm very excited to walk amongst hundreds of people. I think Friendship Circle makes you belong, and it means everyone's connected in some way.
I just love it. My granddaughter is just 5 and she was diagnosed with autism, so this is just so great. I just think the Friendship Circle is wonderful.
The organization is so phenomenal for all the families, the support they give us, the great things they do for the kids, between the camps, on-site stuff, the Sunday Circle, just phenomenal organization.
If there was one thing that we would love for the world to learn from Friendship Circle, is the idea that every single person belongs. So when we see thousands of people at the walk, our hearts are full. We're all here together, and we need each and every one of you for us to have the best day ever.
Thank you, everyone, for making this an amazing, amazing walk.
I belong.
I belong.
We belong.
So many people, not just in our community, but internationally, and we are looking forward to another great Walk for Friendship next month. College football is right around the corner, and 2 West Bloomfield High School seniors have recently committed to the University of Michigan. Samaj Morgan and Amir Hearing will join former WBHS head coach Ron Bellamy in maize and blue on the field next fall. The two star athletes are ready to compete in their final season as West Bloomfield Lakers. Now, State Champs Michigan runs a yearly competition called the State Champs Mr. Football Award, presented by Hungry Howie's Pizza. The award is given to the top skilled football player in the state. Samaj Morgan spoke with State Champs, and he said he is confident that he is the best player in the state. He expects himself to walk away from this season crowned Mr. Football or runner-up, he says, but we will have to see. Definitely excited about his year that he has to come. And in other West Bloomfield sports news, West Bloomfield School District's athletic department recently announced its partnership with Final Forms, an online form and data management. This partnership will allow students and parents to complete and sign athletic participation forms in a database that saves their information from season to season and year to year, so you never have to enter the same information twice. This will just make it so much easier for student athletes every season. I know back when I was in high school at West Bloomfield, every year I would have to go on and put in the same information for every season, so this will definitely be nice and make it just much easier for students and parents. Now, just a reminder, the West Bloomfield Public Library is going to be closed next Tuesday for the election. The West Acres branch is open, but the main library is closed. And it's very important because there are so many things going on at the West Bloomfield Public Library in the summer reading, and it's just a very, very hot spot here in West Bloomfield. So we don't want you showing up and knocking on those doors and wondering why they're not going to let you in. It is closed for Election Day, and that is Tuesday, August 2nd, so next week. And as we have been talking about, getting very excited, the 19th annual Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show is this weekend. We were joined just a couple days ago by Ron Malat, a photographer who is going to be joining us at the show this weekend. We get to talk to a lot of different artists at the show, and every year we are out there covering it. There are such a wide variety of artists from locally and from different places that come here to West Bloomfield to showcase their work in the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show put on by Hot Works. So the show is July 30th, and 31st. That is this weekend, and we are very, very excited to be out there. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will take a closer look at some artwork here in our community.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine. To keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
You know, it's peaceful, it's quiet, and the noise and stress of life can sometimes disappear.
It's the Great Lakes water, and so what people do ends up in our waterways.
It's for our health and safety, it's for our economy, it's for protecting the environment that we all enjoy and we all need to survive.
So clearing storm drains in the areas nearby of trash and leaves helps keep them for rain only.
We're all about one water in this region. We're all connected. We all have a role.
Let's savor these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
Connect with local leaders, philanthropists, and more. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents the 2022 Leadership Breakfast. Join the Chamber for a morning of insight with guest speaker Laura Graneman, with the whole event emceed by Fox 2 News anchor Roop Raj. Join your local businesses at the WB Country Club September 13th at 8:30 a.m. Order your tickets by September 6th at westbloomfieldchamber.com/breakfast. We'll see you there.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Erica Jones, and we are here every Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. live. And for those of you that don't know, the Splash used to be just a once-a-week program pre-recorded, so now we are here every single morning for you for a half hour. And it's not only a half hour, the Splash is just a half hour, but we kick off 150 minutes of live programming covering the state of Michigan. We start off local with the Splash Live at 9:30. Then at 10 a.m. we have the Oakland County Megacast, and then we brought in a little more with the Michigan Megacast at 11 a.m. So, before the break, we were talking about the West Bloomfield Public Library and the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show. So if the Orchard Lake Fine Arts Show has your creative juices flowing, maybe consider stopping by one of Greater West Bloomfield's outdoor works of art. Thanks in part to the DIA, West Bloomfield Public Library is setting up some exciting new art activities for the community, and you can take part as well. Reporter Calvin Brown is all over the Greater West Bloomfield area, and he has the story.
This summer, the museum comes to a local library, playground, or park near you. The DIA's Inside Out program is in full swing in West Bloomfield, and I talked with Steve Ketchum from the West Bloomfield Public Library about how they're implementing Inside Out into their summer events.
So the DIA Inside Out program is something DIA does where they place replicas of different works of art from the DIA out into different communities. It's been going on since the beginning of summer. Here at our library, we have the Blue Madonna by Bob Thompson, and it is right outside the front door. So if you're coming into the main library and through the front door, you will see it right there to the right. And it is a large piece. You can't miss it. And then the other pieces, like we have one at our West Acres branch, there's pieces at different parks. So really it's just being at these popular destinations in West Bloomfield, you're going to run into these amazing works of art and be able to look at them. There's also with each of these, like at a museum, there's an informational plaque next to it where you can read more about the art and the artist. We've tried to tie in our summer reading program with DIA Inside Out in a number of ways. So we have different activities you can do as part of summer reading to earn points, to then earn rewards. And so we've taken each one of these pieces in the community, and we've done sort of what we're calling a scavenger hunt, where we will ask you questions. I think there's 4 or 5 questions that we ask you about each one. You go to our summer reading software, you type in the answer to those questions we've asked you, or fulfill the different requirements for the activities, and that's one of the ways you can earn points for summer reading. This Saturday at 2:30, we're doing what I'm calling Saturday Crafternoons, and then also to tie in with that, we're doing this tiny art kit and exhibition, which started today actually. If you have a West Bloomfield Library card, you can sign up to get up to 5 of these kits. In the kit, you get a tiny canvas, you get your pots of paint, you get some paint brushes, and then between now and August 17th, 16th, you can be inspired by the DIA Inside Out artwork, paint your own masterpiece, return it to us, and then we're going to have an exhibition here in the library from August 22nd to September the 16th here at the main library. And here is an example. This is my masterpiece that I painted the other day. So that's the kind of stuff. And I tied up mine in, this year's summer reading theme is Oceans of Possibility. So I tied mine in more with the summer reading theme, but, you know, the DIA Inside Out also inspired me as well. If you go to our event calendar on our website, you know, westbloomfieldlibrary.org, you know, if you're interested in getting involved with the Tiny Art exhibition, and you have to have a West Bloomfield Library card, but you can then sign up for up to 5 kits per card. And I hope everyone out there will get involved with that.
Thanks, Steve. Reporting for the Splash Live, I'm Calvin Brown.
Thanks, Calvin, for covering that story. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll sit down with Kelly Hyer from West Bloomfield Parks.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine. To keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Connect with local leaders, philanthropists, and more. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents the 2022 Leadership Breakfast. Join the Chamber for a morning of insight with guest speaker Laura Graneman, with the whole event emceed by Fox 2 News anchor Roop Raj. Join your local businesses at the WB Country Club September 13th at 8:30 a.m. Order your tickets by September 6th at westbloomfieldchamber.com/breakfast. We'll see you there.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Erica Jones, and I'm joined by Kelly Hyer from West Bloomfield Parks. Kelly, how are you this morning?
Great. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, Kelly, the last time we chatted, we were actually at Lillypad Springs in West Bloomfield for the ribbon cutting. So lots to talk about today, but before we get into all that, can you just give us a quick update on Lillypad Springs? What's gone on since we last talked, and how has it been going this summer?
We'll be glad to. We're having a nice hot summer, as you know, and tickets are still available as pre-sale as well as on-site. So if you haven't been out to Lillypad Springs before, it's a great splash park. It's a custom built, and we operate 3 sessions a day all the way through Labor Day. So you can find more information on our website, wbparks.org/Lillypad Springs. And you buy for each person that's going to use the spray park, doesn't matter if it's kids or adults, anyone that's going in the fenced area. And the rates are really reasonable, discounted for residents of West Bloomfield Township. And yeah, if you're having you need something local, and if it's warm out, the weather is cooperating, come on out. And we do have an inclement weather hotline, so you can check that even if the temperatures are looking questionable. But thanks for asking, Erica.
Yeah, of course. And how has business over at Lillypad Springs been? I know it was kind of being constructed in a little bit of a weird time because of COVID, but now that we're back for, I would say, our first full summer kind of being on the other side of things, are things going the way you expected?
Yes, actually, and Mother Nature is cooperating with a few more sunnier, hot days. But yeah, I would say that we were able to staff it fully this year, and we are looking forward to serving all the way through Labor Day. We have modified some of the hours, so definitely check the schedule. But it is year 2 for us, so we've brought over some improvements from year 1, and some of those include more shaded picnic areas, as well as a water bottle fill station. So we'd love to see you out at the park, and we're open through Monday, Labor Day.
Awesome. Now, we have an election coming up, as many people know, and on this ballot, there are 2 mileage renewals involving WB Parks. So can you tell me a little bit about those and what they mean for our community?
Yeah, so we have 2 millages that are up for renewal, and each are 10-year each. So you will see, if you are residents of West Bloomfield Township, you will see 2 ballot questions that speak to those millage renewals. And the ballot language is very similar. So you don't pick one, you vote on both of the questions. And it is about 40% of our budget. So the operational dollars that you would see if the millage passes, we would see continuation of park improvements, such as we're hopefully putting in bathrooms at Arrowhead. We're doing park improvements still over at Drake Sports Parks, which can include the playground, maybe pickleball courts, hopefully down the road. We're also looking at doing some Bloomer Park, lakefront improvements. We also have slated for the Hawklight crossings that you'll see hopefully happening soon. So there are big ticket items. We have to go to the voters for these questions. And this will, like I said, be a renewal for 10 years on each question for each millage.
Yeah, so WB Parks, especially in the summer, is always providing so many great things for our community. And one of those things is a pop-up astronomy program to learn about the James Webb Space Telescope with NASA Solar System ambassadors, and the Oakland County Astronomy Club. And I see that this program is only being offered in Oakland County. So let's talk about this a little bit. Tell me what we need to know about this program and how people can get involved.
Well, it is pre-registration, and it's geared towards families. It is August 19th in the evening at Marshbank Park. And if you've been to any of our programs at West Bloomfield Parks, such as Camp Out or Winter Solstice, you might have come across the Oakland Astronomy Club. They're great partners, and they have the coolest equipment. And so because of our partnership with them, they reached out to us to host this program. And so it's very unique, the Webb telescope, and meeting the NASA solar system ambassadors is going to be a one-of-a-kind, unique experience. So if at all astronomy piques your interest, or your kids, or just adults in your family, please take a look at our website. Registration is ongoing, but the spots are very limited. But we thank the Astronomy Club for reaching out to us and bringing this opportunity to us, because over the years, our partnership has grown, and I think it's pretty neat for the West Bloomfield residents to have opportunities such as this.
Definitely, and this is a very unique opportunity. As you said, space is very limited, but do we know if this is going to be something just this year, or can we expect this to be an annual thing?
Well, that's a great question. I'm not sure. So we'll see if it's something that they're looking at replicating. I know that a lot of planning has gone into this. It's not just our county hosting something like this. It is across the country. So we'll see if they can bring it back, because I know that once people experience it, they'll be talking about it. So we'll see. But that's a great question, Erica. Thank you.
Yeah, and for more events at Marshbank Park this summer, there is a free Pollinator Festival that is August 27th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., like I said, at Marshbank Park. And all ages are welcome to this, I'm seeing. So tell us about this Pollinator Festival.
Well, this is something that's been in the works for a while. We wanted to do something along the theme of pollinators. So we're trying this out, and it is year 1. We're partnering with Bees in the D, and if you've heard them present before, it is so neat. You will walk away just feeling that you know so much more about our ecosystem and our honeybees in particular. So that is for sure a reason to come on out. But the second of all, we have activity stations. So we have sweep netting, We have an arts and crafts station that is going to be beeswax molding. And we're also having some other nature tables. So it's going to be, we've made it from 10 a.m. to noon, but feel free to come anytime between 10 a.m. and 11. And we're anticipating it's going to take you an hour to go through all the stations. But it is our next attempt to bring nature to West Bloomfield residents. All of our naturalists will be on hand that day, as well as our executive director and myself. So our goal is to walk away from this festival experience and come back with year 2 and have just build on this concept. So it is free, Marchbank Park, and arrive anytime between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Now, Kelly, I know a lot of people are scared of bees, especially in the summer, and are always running away whenever there's a bee around, scared they're going to get stung. So are there actually going to be bees just flying around everywhere at this festival? Or what will that look like for people that are scared of bees?
Oh, well, no, it is very safe. And it's for anybody that, if you know a little bit about bees or know nothing about bees, but Bees in the D, part of their purpose is educating the general public on honeybees as well as other pollinators. So they break it down and make it so simple and fun to learn about, and they will be myth busting for you there. So there's a lot of myths that go along with bees in general, and this is a great place to start. And if you are uncomfortable, just make it known to the staff person, and we'll be able to keep it a safe distance from whatever area that you're nervous about, because we want to bring knowledge to people, and knowledge is power. And so everyone's going to feel more comfortable and help us with our declining pollinators to work together as a community to be better.
Definitely. Bees in the D, excuse me, does a great job, and we love talking to them as well. So that partnership between them and WB Parks is fantastic. So just real quick before we let you go this morning, are there any other events going on this summer that we haven't touched on in WB Parks that the people should know that we can get excited for?
Well, I won't call out a specific event, but I will say that our fall guide is dropping in the mail soon. So registration starts Monday, August 8th, and the guide will be online next week. So actually, as we do have summer wrapping up and all of our programming there, the residents, if you're listening, please take a look at our online the booklet for fall next week and get excited for our kickoff of our fall registration on August 8th.
Well, that definitely is very exciting. It's crazy you said summer's wrapping up. I feel like back in high school, I was always thinking about summer being over because, you know, school is about to start again. But once you're done with that, it's like, wow, where'd the time go? Because you don't think about, you know, oh, I'm going to have to go back to school type thing. But that is crazy. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for being with us this morning. It's always great chatting with you. And I'm so happy to hear about the great things that are going on in WB Parks. So we will definitely talk to you soon and looking forward to these events.
Yeah, hope to see you out there.
Yeah, for sure. Again, that was Kelly Hyer from West Bloomfield Parks. Always great to talk with her. And that will do it for this Thursday, excuse me. Wow, almost Friday. I said yesterday this week was going by slow, and now it's almost Friday. So we are here every morning on The Splash Live from 9:30 to 10 a.m. The Splash Live is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV radio streaming show. You can watch live Civic Center TV, Comcast Channel 15, AT&T 99 on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and listen to us live on 89.3 Lakes FM. Now, The Splash is part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 150 minutes of live local programming. We start off local here in West Bloomfield with The Splash, and then we broaden a little bit. Right after this, at 10 a.m., we have the Oakland County Megacast. Then we broaden a little bit more at 11 a.m., the Michigan Megacast. So you can tune in to hear from lots of great guests from not only West Bloomfield, not only Oakland County, but the state of Michigan as a whole. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for Friday's edition of The Splash Live.